two are really, I suppose, both Sun and Moon. This is the second and the third vintage of these wines, and
second and third, right?
Yeah, so 07 was the first. And when we were tasting in 07, Colin and I were walking around the vineyard trying to get a grip on it. It was both of our first solo vintages there. And as I said, the rows sort of change as they run down the hill of Raupo there. And we tasted the difference between the top and the bottom of the row. So we drew this imaginary line. And we picked them on exactly the same day. So we had a little motorbike, forward motorbike with a trailer and two bins on the back. And we picked the bottom and the top. We very imaginatively called it the hill and the flat so that we knew what was going on. And then I fermented them in exactly the same way, with exactly the same wood and all of that, and to see what the difference was. And it was really weird, and it sounds almost unbelievable, but the analysis of the juice was exactly the same of the two. So the same sugar, same acidity, the same pH, everything, to two decimal places. I actually asked the girl to do it again because I thought she made a mistake. I said, seriously, they're different. They weren't, they were the same. And it was my analytically, but they tasted so different, and I thought to myself, well, that again was one thing that I never forgot about. That's where I know that 100 metres or 50 metres can make a difference. Do you know what I mean? Because it is that much. It really matters that much, and that was a really big lesson for me. And it wasn't at the time supposed to be. We're trying to make this super high level Aragon brewed wine. It was actually an accident, the first one, because I wanted to pick one and see. But the top one was just unbelievable. And so from that point on we decided, right, let's see how good we can do that. And so the top of the hill at Seresin is ridiculously low levels. It's comparable to Grand Cru Burgundy, if not less, because we try probably harder sometimes. And we have a more density up there, but not massive. We're not talking 10,000 plants per hectare like in Burgundy. We're talking 5,500 per hectare up there. But it's high density for us. And we're sort of at less than one bunch of shoot, because every bunch, every shoot gets the best bunch, and then as we go through the vintage, we'll go back to that vine 10 times with the man and the brain and a pair of snippers, and we'll take the shoulders off the bunches, and we'll make sure that the exposure on either side is right. So we might have a little bit more leaf on the afternoon sun and afternoon side, so that we can protect it from direct sun, but a little bit more on the morning to open up and give you the moisture. And then if it doesn't kind of all start to ripen at exactly the same time, and as you're going through and you're saying, well, everything else has gone through the raisin, but these bunches haven't, they're off. So that they don't.
So how do you mark the lines? Do you have a look at something at the time?
Yeah, we basically kind of mark the post where the line changes. So we don't go back to each vine with history, but we go and look, and we're trying to get as little variation as we can between bunches, and we're choosing the best bunch and that sort of thing. I mean, I do, because I'm a bit anal like that, I do actually tag a few bunches and take a few photos at certain times so I can go back and have a look and compare and that sort of thing. Sometimes, just to see, because it's a good way to monitor it. Otherwise, you think it's all in there, but it's not. So we try really hard, and we grow. I mean, really, we grow probably only 2 or 3 tons of this quality fruit that we try to, and with the Reserve Sauvignon in this wine, what it's given us is elegance as well, but internal power. And I think that I thought that it was going to be the other way around. We're going to get a lot of external power, we're going to get more concentration and that sort of thing. And I've been totally surprised by the process. So the wines really, I think, they're different. They're certainly different because they're from different vintages. And you see the difference between the 08 and the 09 before with the other wines. But they have this like almost ridiculous length and concentration that's right in the middle, and they're not wines for drinking today. They're made in exactly the same way as the Momo people. Got them with I don't change the wine making because of it. I don't have any whole bunches in any of these at the moment, but I might in the future because I do see some interesting wines there.